Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about Palantir Technologies PLTR stock, Nano Dimension's nndm stock, and Sofi Technologies SOFI stock. We will start by going over a breakthrough development that Palantir had with one of their partners, and we will discuss how Palantir has entered into a joint venture with a German chip company so together they can solve the global chip shortage problem. Next, we will talk about how Nano Dimension has sold some of their new Dragonfly 4 3D printers to government agencies, which is fantastic news. We will also address if nndm is still a good stock to buy right now, or if you should just sell it. Lastly, we will talk about Sofi stock and why it has fallen around 14% lately, even though analysts have issued buy ratings and great price targets for the stock. Go and press the like button right now for more PLTR, nndm, and Sofi stock news updates. Comment down below if you own one or more of these stocks mentioned in this video. Turn on all subscription notifications to stay informed, and now let's get right into today's stories. If you didn't already know, the data analytics company named Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR, has an existing partnership with a world-leading healthcare company named Babylon Holdings Limited, ticker symbol BBLN. Together, Palantir and Babylon have created a breakthrough product that will revolutionize the US healthcare market. Babylon has been using Palantir's Foundry platform because they are a part of Palantir's Foundry for Builders program, which has allowed Babylon to deliver personalized care through their Health Graph product, which gives people a 360-degree view of one's health and overall well-being. The CEO of Babylon is so excited about their work with Palantir Technologies that he says this, and I quote, "Our partnership with Palantir is enabling us to bring a more integrated and intelligent approach to better understand a person's holistic health and predict their potential future development. This is central to the delivery of better patient outcomes and a better overall experience. We hope that through this rapid transition to using Foundry as a powerful foundation for managing data, we can build one of the most advanced healthcare data platforms in the world, which will ultimately enable us to improve clinical operations and drive the effective delivery of healthcare." End quote. By utilizing Palantir's technology, Babylon has integrated more than 100 data sources and 80 billion data points through their AI capabilities that allow their Health Graph product to provide state-of-the-art security and accuracy for their patients. The chief operating officer of Palantir Technologies also commented on their partnership with Babylon, and he says this, and I quote, "Babylon's digital-first and security-focused approach to healthcare is one of the most innovative in the world. Foundry is trusted by healthcare institutions around the world, public and private, to serve as the operating system for clinical research, vaccine management, pharmaceuticals, and more. We are proud to work with Babylon on their mission to broadly deliver high-quality, personalized healthcare." End quote. Overall, this process has taken well over 100 scientists and engineers that created this marvel of a product, and it puts Babylon well on their way to one day being a mega cap company. The CTO of Babylon even had this to say about the product and partnership, and I quote, "Palantir Foundry allows us to advance our responsible integration of data and enable the rapid development of our AI-enhanced capabilities to deliver something truly exceptional. The combination of our Health Graph with the Palantir Foundry platform will allow us to produce a more complete 360-degree view of our members and further enhance the interactions members have with our clinical teams." End quote. So overall, this is great news about the effectiveness of Palantir's technology, and it's also great news for Babylon. In other news, Palantir has also entered into a joint venture with a German supplier of chemicals and materials that are used in the creation of semiconductors. This company is named Merck, which should not be confused with the pharmaceutical company of the same name. So we may also refer to them as their US subsidiary named EMD Electronics, which has plans to expand further into the Americas, especially if US lawmakers pass a $52 billion aid package to jumpstart manufacturing. Because of this, Merck plans to personally spend up to $1 billion through 2025 to set up facilities in Arizona, California, Texas, and Pennsylvania. Merck's chief executive also said that the chip shortage needs industry-wide cooperation to resolve the supply chain issues consumers are currently facing. So Merck is being proactive by having and forming a joint venture with Palantir Technologies because it's going to use Palantir's platforms to make their chip factories factories more efficient. This new joint venture will be named Athenia, which is going to help answer the chip shortage problem thanks to Palantir's technology. Another way that Palantir is going to play a giant role in solving this chip shortage problem is that Palantir can securely and safely keep their clients' proprietary data hidden and private, which has been a huge concern for this company because they clearly do not want to let any of their technology or secrets or proprietary information that give them their competitive edge slip out onto the market, and Palantir can basically guarantee that will not happen. So overall, it's nice to see that Palantir is exceeding and excelling in their partnerships as well as landing new joint ventures. Now I want to talk about Nano Dimension and their nndm stock. You probably already know that Nano Dimension is an industry leader of additive manufacturing electronic devices through their revolutionary and proprietary Dragonfly 4 3D printer, which they recently released. Even more recently, two secret customers each bought one of their new machines for their own purposes. Now clearly, we know that one is a defensive contractor while the other is a government entity. I think it's very likely that these are not new customers and instead are old clients that have previously bought Nano Dimension's upgraded 3D printing machines in the past. The reason why these entities would want to buy these new versions of the 3D printer is because it can use Nano Dimension's new flight software, and the machine overall is just more efficient at producing 3D printed circuit boards, capacitors, antennas, coils, transformers, and other electromechanical components. However, don't anticipate that this news is going to create a surge in the nndm stock price, because overall and recently the nndm stock price is not doing well because it's trading at around $4.50, and it has a short-term technical score of 12 with an overall technical score of 11, which means that the nndm stock has traded less positively over the last month than 88% of the overall market. However, this only takes into consideration the performance of the stock historically, but I want to make a case that nndm has now entered a time and a price where the stock is a great value play. What I mean by that is Nano Dimension's nndm stock is trading below their liquidation value, which means that even if their business goes under and they sell everything, the liquidation value will be higher than the current stock price. In simple terms, their current assets outweigh their liabilities to where the nndm stock price is trading below what their true value should be simply based on their assets minus their liabilities, because nndm should at minimum be trading at around $5.32 just based on their asset allocation. So if you hold nndm stock with an average cost below $5 or $5.32, you are in a prime position to hold the stock long term until it bounces back. Nano Dimension is actually much better off now than it was when the stock price was over $17 per share, because now they have many companies that they acquired, including Semtech AG, which will expose nndm to a larger customer base, which will be reflected in their earnings report. Also, Cathie Wood of ARK Invest is a big supporter of Nano Dimension because her funds own thousands of shares, and she has even bought more shares as the stock price has declined. Wall Street, on the other hand, also has a pretty good one-year price target of $10 per share for the nndm stock, which makes this still a good play. Speaking of great plays that have been falling in price lately, Sofi stock is a fantastic deal right now, and even analysts agree, because the stock has an overall buy rating from analysts at a $25.57 average price target. Oppenheimer has a $28 price target, some analysts even have a $30 price target, and while Jefferies Financial and Morgan Stanley have a $26 and $25 one-year price target respectively, Sofi stock looks like an excellent buy right now. Even hedge funds and institutions alike have been buying up more of Sofi stock, especially on this dip, for instance, and Cora Advisors increased their holdings by 24%. Patriot Financial Group Insurance Agency has $31,000 worth of Sofi stock. Next Financial Group now owns 3,916 shares of Sofi, and Baldwin Brothers Incorporated have even started a new position in Sofi stock worth $29,000. So it's a really good sign when the stock price falls and analysts still give it a buy rating, give it a great price target, almost twice its current stock price, and institutions and hedge funds also start buying up the stock, and that's what we're getting with SoFi. As you know, SoFi also has their bank charter catalyst coming up, which should be completed in the first quarter of 2022, and as you probably know, a billionaire named George Soros bought millions of dollars worth of SoFi stock. So collectively, this is great news for Palantir, Nano Dimension, and SoFi Technologies. But I want to hear what you think. Comment your thoughts down below. Remember to like this video right now, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next YT video.